Here we have a new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. And this one comes in the LT Trail Boss trim level. Comes in just your standard black on jet black cloth interior. And then the powertrain consists of a 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel engine. Gonna be an inline 6. Made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. So as we come around the front end, really love the overall look of this Trail Boss. We have that nice hood scoop there. I love how all this is gloss blacked out. Really good look. And then black badging, the red signature recovery hooks. And then we have our LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights and then LED fog lamps as well. Just love that. And then I just love how they have the Duramax nice and big on the hood scoop there. So everybody knows you're driving the diesel. As we come down to these wheels here, we get those 18-inch aluminum wheels. We get passive keyless entry on the front 2 doors. And then here we have our power door lock, power window, power mirror controls, window lock there. And we have an auto one-touch up and down driver's side window. And like I said before, I really just like the simplicity of this door panel. Has this nice faux wood here, looks really nice. And then everything else is just kind of blacked out. Now over here, we have our electronic parking brake, which you press to engage and then hit the brake, press down to disengage. And then we have headlamp controls, fog light controls, cargo bed light, and then 4-wheel drive controls. And then for our drive modes, we just have normal, off-road, and then a tow haul mode. And then we have a 10-way power driver's seat there with power lumbar support. Very adjustable. And before we check out the back seat room, let's go ahead and take a look at this window sticker. So here are all your standard options. And then there are your options there, front bucket seats. And then the Duramax package is pretty much all that's on here, and that brings the sticker price to $61,230. Well, let's go ahead and check out this back seat room. And it's crazy, I can feel that extra 2 inches as opposed to a standard LT getting in. It's quite a hop up here. But still, same size room, of course. I got about a couple inches between my kneecaps and the back of the seat, and then several inches of headroom, of course. So no surprise there. And then back here, we have AC vents and then a USB-C and USB-A charging port. And then cup holders as well. I just love that hum of that Duramax diesel. But let's go ahead and move to the back. So of course this runs on diesel fuel. So you have your DEF fluid here and then your filler there. So as we go around to the back here, we do get the LED tail lights, dual exhaust, and we do have our cargo bed lights here, and then a 400-watt 3-prong household plug-in there. But I really like just how this thing is blacked out. It looks really, really nice. And I really like the LT over the custom for the Trail Boss, just because you get all the extra features and the LED lights look amazing. But there's our standard front passenger seat. Just a really sharp looking truck. But before we hop in the driver's seat, let's just go ahead and pop the hood and take a look at the engine bay. And there's that Duramax diesel. Now let's get in here. It's kind of nippy outside. So we get this standard heated leather wrap steering wheel here, which is really nice. Very easy to control. There's that toggle there. But here we have that 13.4 inch Google Assistant system here. So we get AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio, podcasts, Google News, and then we get wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility. And then we also have Google Maps, which with a subscription, you can use these. So really intuitive map. And I complained about having a subscription in the past, but really like just how you can use it whenever. So if you don't want to pay an extra $600 for a navigation system built in, you have the option of just using this one just when you need it. But I just really I actually love just how intuitive and how the graphics look really crisp, really easy to look at the traffic patterns, etc. And then just being able to search whatever you need in terms of destinations. And then we have our backup camera. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then we even have the option of using our dual zone automatic climate controls on the screen, which I like. And just really, really easy to use. Really easy. So I like that. And then of course you have actual buttons and knobs down here, along with your 3-stage heated seats. And you can either just heat the seat back, or you can heat the seat back and seat bottom for either side. And then we have lane departure, auto stop, power tailgate, etc. Quick shortcuts, which I really like, along with this volume knob and the home button. Really like that. And then over here, I like on this right side, you can kind of, if you want to have your Google Maps up while you're driving and using everything else, you can do that. If you want to have your music up while you're messing with your climate controls, you can do that. And then you can just have a big clock there if you just want it to look sleek. And then for this new shifter that came over from the late 2022 models, you just hit the button here, pull down for drive, then you can tap for low mode, and then you can tap up for neutral, and then hold the button, push all the way up for reverse, press P for park. And then the center console cubby space in here is one of my favorite amenities. We have this nice removable tray, wireless charging pad, 3-prong household plug-in, then a USB-C, USB-A input. And it's just really easy to remove this tray. And you have all that extra space underneath. And then we have our LED dome lights here, OnStar. And there's just a quick look at the back seat from up here. And into our glove compartment, we have our top tray here. Pretty good size actually for a secondary glove compartment. And we have our standard lockable one down here. which of course is a pretty decent size. And then we have our owner's manual, Sirius XM, etc. in there. Now back to the steering wheel. Like I said, we have the heated steering wheel toggle here, but I really like how we have paddle shifters for that 10-speed behind the steering wheel. And then we have our cruise controls here, forward collision, gap adjust there, and then voice recognition, mute, and then this knob we can use to scroll through the actual gauge cluster. And with this one being a diesel, I like that you have the fuel filter life as well as the diesel exhaust fluid. You can keep that measured. And then, like I said, arrows, you tap these and then you use a scroll bar here. But behind the steering wheel, underneath that paddle shifter on the left side, we have our track list or radio station favorite controls. And then on the right side, we have our volume controls up, down. And just want to show you that new 12.3 inch configurable digital gauge cluster. And then push button start. Finally, here's our key fob with remote start. So next is time we go ahead and take this Silverado Trail Boss out on the road for a quick test drive. So the 10-speed right off the bat just shifts so seamlessly with this engine. I can really hear the shifts more than I can feel them, which is always good. And there's the auto stop that just came on there. I just love the pull of a turbo. So this just makes that much more fun to drive for me. Acceleration is actually really good. Now with this having the Trail Boss off-road tires, of course the road noise is pretty prevalent, but if you're gonna have off-road tires on, you're kind of used to that. And the sound is kind of soothing for me. But surprisingly, the ride, in my opinion, does not suffer, just in terms of how smooth it is. Of course, you can feel the tires, but having the smaller wheels as opposed to an LT with your standard 20s, pretty similar ride. And if you're getting a Trail Boss, you probably could care less about the ride anyway. But especially if having off-road tires on, really, really good. And driving this truck, of course it has a 2-inch lift on it, so it rides taller than your standard Silverado, but it still drives. You wouldn't notice a drive difference in my opinion. It's that easy to maneuver still. Steering feels pretty similar. Of course, throttle feels the same. Now, of course, having the higher ground clearance, etc., you're going to suffer gas mileage a little bit. If you were to compare this to another V8. Now with the turbo diesel, I think it really does fit this, but you do suffer on your fuel economy. I think this one's rated for 21 city, 23 highway, whereas on a standard LT, it's a little bit better, I'm pretty sure. But all in all, for me, I think the price is a bit steep. I think this one's almost 62 and you have cloth seats. But I really love just the overall presence of the Trail Boss, especially blacked out like this one. The only thing I would add would probably be a leather package. So, I mean, I have all the safety technology I would want other than adaptive cruise, but the infotainment, really like that. That's not going to change as you go up in the trim. Heated steering wheel is not going to change. So really just adding that leather will make all the difference for me. But like I said, just a really nice presence with this truck. Very impressive on the road. And just overall fun, especially having that four-wheel drive. And this will bring me to the end of my review of the new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Trail Boss.